You know, a vacuum pump is one of those things that they're great to have, and the reason I didn't buy like the most expensive one or the biggest one, I actually bought the smallest one this company had to offer, was because I just don't use them that much. But I built this bridge clamp, and I clamped that bridge on with it on this classical guitar, and then I have to look at the brand on this thing because I'm not even sure of it. This is a VacuPress Compact 150. I guess if I get up in the thing, you could actually see it. It's great. It does the job perfectly. So I'm going to glue up a top. Here's Avery's guitar. This is the roadie body shape here from JONAH. And then this is the top. I mentioned somewhere, but I'll mention it again. I had glued this body blank together, and I hadn't, I wanted to weight relieve it, and I can't slice the top off once it's glued together. So I cut the thing back in half, and then I resawed the top off of it, did the weight relief. Now I'm gluing the top back on. So it's the same piece of wood with a saw kerf and some sanding taken out of it. So that's going to get glued back on here. So I'm just going to set the camera up and go through the process. Alrighty, so first thing we got to do is plug the hose into the bag or into the pump, it doesn't matter. It's got a nice little quick release that goes into the pump and snaps right in. And then I got underneath the bag, there's this thing here that this sticks into. I have a hole in my bench here where I actually connect my my router when I use it as a router table. So now the hose is connected. I'm going to, since I have all these holes in the body, I'm going to just put the glue on the top and go from there. I'm using my veneer glue because I don't use very much of it, and I bought a whole gallon of this stuff. It's great for just doing regular wood glue up as well as veneer. So I may as well burn some of this up. And I'm doing it on the top because I already have the holes all through the other stuff. I might go over the trash can here so I can, and I'm definitely going to need a little more glue on here. Yep. I can't find a place to lay this silly thing down. I'll hold on to it, I guess. And we'll put a little more glue around out here. That should be plenty. All right, I am just going to go over, turn around here over the trash can and run the rest of this so that if I have to scrape some off, it'll just go in the trash. So notch trowel, and then it all flows back in on itself. And I got lines on the end of the body, and I put a screw hole This just keeps the thing from sliding around. So in the neck pocket where I'm going to remove material anyway, and then a hole here where the bridge is going to be. So this is just going to go under the bridge. You know, it really wouldn't matter. This particular guitar is just going to be paint. All right, so we put this on because it helps the bag not not trap air somewhere. And so you can see this is where I cut the piece for the bridge deal out, so I'm not worried about that. And as you can see, the bag is way bigger. You can't see it, but it's way bigger than it needs to be, so I just don't even roll it all the way out. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and slide it in a little more. And you just fold this over the little, looks like PVC pipe, but it's not. And then snap this on here and it seals it all up. If you can do several things at a time, it helps. Okay, it's snapped on, but man, that was a booger. All right, here we go. Time to do this section. I put it on intermittent, so it just gets up and draws a vacuum. Kind of watch it as it goes down, just to make sure you're not having a wrinkle like that right there. Anywhere. Although it's pulling it down, but I want to get rid of that. Come on. That pushed back, and I want to keep this right here down when it draws up next time. Pretty good. Just gonna, I can see lots of squeeze out everywhere. All right, we're golden. So it's all set. It'll just sit here. So it's in real time. It's 25 after 6 right now. Probably let this go for a few minutes, probably 15. Come back in, pull this apart, scrape all the excess glue off, and then rebag it. Although it would be fine. It doesn't have to, that doesn't have to happen. This isn't going to stick to the bag. So we're really, it's not a problem. Yep. Cool. I think the one thing I haven't done with this yet is an actual veneer. I think I said it was 6:30-ish when I pulled this down into a vacuum. It's 8 o'clock or just after 8. And so I'm going to go ahead and pull it out of the bag, hour and a half, and see what we got. So anyway, currently in the shop I have, I just dropped back on this. I'm doing a remove and clean up and reglue a bridge on a classical guitar. And I'm in the process of doing a little finish repair on that, where it chipped. around the bridge there a little bit. I'm also doing a pig head logo on a conversion neck, and so jumping back and forth from those things, I thought, well, I'll go ahead and do this. I can't make dust while I'm doing those sorts of things, although I did cut the top out, but hey, little dust. I don't remember this being as hard as it was this time previously. I don't know why that was tougher. I suppose the more I use it, the less difficult it would become. So I have some glue smear in here. I take a rag to that, clean it up a little bit. It's still wet out there, but meanwhile, I've got my stuff to clean that up. Let's see what we did here. I also got glue smear on the net, which is hard to avoid. All right. Okay, so I got a good tight binder. I'll probably just take a minute and cruise around the outside of this with a glue scraper and clean that up a bit, and then next time out in the shop I will run this thing through the router and clean up that top to body edge there. Alright, I'm just going to clean the glue up off the stuff here like this in the body and the bag, and that's all you need. See ya.